his personal gain and his contract. And when you're the quarterback, you can't do that. Not for this team, not at this time.
But Skip, you said, Shannon, you're talking out of both sides of your neck because you said he got F's and now you want Jerry to pay him. Where Skip Bayless gave him A's but doesn't want him to get paid. I'm confused. You also said you can't defend empty calorie stats and losing efforts and they go in 8-8. But you fought me tooth and nail at the time. So I'm confused, Skip Bayless. If you're giving him A's at the time last year, why do you have a problem getting...
If you manage a team, you should be using Monday.com. It's a platform to manage any team.
Ordered that Dak Prescott
over 4 years. And I think everybody gets that. That's how, contracts will work. The signing bonus is prorated over the length of the contract so we can spread it out over 6 years. Dak wants something more in line of 4 years because he wants to get back at the table. He knows they just got the labor piece for the next decade and the new TV contract's about to become up and there's going to be more money. Dak doesn't want to be 3 years into a deal with 3 years left on an ISO or an obsolete contract for the quarterback position. But what this tells me, I don't care what anybody's saying, and they can dress it up however they want to. The Cowboys are not sold on Dak Prescott. Because we saw other quarterbacks get their money, be it Wentz, be it Goff, be it Matt Ryan, be it Matthew Stafford, Russell Wilson. Everybody else has gotten their money. Ryan Tannehill, after 8 games, got his money. And they dilly-dallying around with Dak Prescott. Dak, I keep telling you, they tell you one thing, they smile in your face, and they talking behind your back, bro. Because it's not jiving, Skip Bayless. You know it's not jiving. My grandma used to get on my brother that I said, I see better than I hear. Now, I hear what Jerry and Steven saying. Dak is a franchise quarterback. We can win multiple Super Bowls. But when it's time to, pay up, they money jump funny. Dak Prescott, seeing you come training camp, I told you, Skip Bayless, this is what was going to happen. Y'all playing with this man. Dak said, y'all play all you want to. I see you at training camp, and let's hope for the best. But, hey, it is what it is.
So, you are loving this. I am hating this more and more by the day. And back to Jenny's question, how will this play out? I'm pretty sure it's going to play out badly for both sides. I think this whole thing is going slowly south. I have no more positive expectations on Dak Prescott getting any deal done by the July 15th deadline. It just feels like they're getting farther and farther apart, and it feels like there's starting to be some resentment, bitterness, rancor between the two sides, because Dak is starting to act, to me, out of character. He's starting to do things that make me not even recognize the Dak Prescott that for years I have defended on this show. All last year, you told me how below average Dak was to the point that you often gave him F's for his performance. F's. And I would give him an A-, and you'd say, no, he was terrible. And now you want Jerry to pay terrible. And I don't understand that because that is the classic speaking out of both sides of mouth. But obviously, you want Jerry to wreck my salary cap, our salary cap. And again, I'm pretty sure that Dak and his new agent are asking for unrealistic money, out-of-bounds money. As much as I love him as a quarterback, he's not Patrick Mahomes. I don't think he's quite as good as Deshaun Watson. I've said that from the start. I still love him. I still believe in him. He didn't have a great year last year. He put up a lot of numbers, but my man Shannon Sharp kept telling me empty calories in losing efforts. They went 8-8. He didn't make enough of the plays to win the games to get them over the hump. And I can't defend that, and I didn't defend that. So my point, Shannon, is all of a sudden I'm seeing a new Dak. And when the other day we had the conflict over how many people were at Dak's party or dinner, whichever it was, last Friday night at his house, a week ago tonight, in Prosper, Texas, just north of Dallas. Remember, the TMZ story said there were around 30, And Stephen Jones then went on his radio show to say that won't happen again. That was after the police got called to check it out. And Dak came right on top of that with a public rebuke of Stephen Jones and, in turn, Jerry Jones by saying, no, we had fewer than 10 people there. Well, Dak, as Shannon agreed with me, we saw the TMZ video of this buffet spread, the video sweep of it. It looked like you were ready to feed 50 people there, so it's hard to believe there weren't 30 plus. It's hard to believe that the police were called because you were having a 9 or 10 person dinner party. I think there are a whole bunch of cars and maybe a whole bunch of noise, and I'm good with that most times, but not at this time that we're in right now in this country. So again, it looked like he drew a line and kind of quote unquote went to war with Stephen Jones publicly. That's not my quarterback. And then we had the story this week, Shannon, that he's not going to participate in any of the off-season, virtual as it might be, but it sounds like he's going to sacrifice the goal of winning for his personal gain in his contract. And when you're the quarterback, you can't do that. Not for this team,
Absolutely.
not at this time.
But Skip, you say, Shannon, you're talking out of both sides of your neck because you said he got dealt, and now you want Jerry to pay him. Where Skip Bayless getting paid, but doesn't want him to get paid. I'm confused. You also said you can't defend empty calorie stats and losing efforts, and they go in 8-8. But you fought me tooth and nail at the time. So I'm confused, Skip Bayless. If you're giving him A's at the time last year, why do you have a problem giving him $40 million? If you gave him A's, you said last year he's worth it. Oh, he's a top 5 quarterback. Now when it comes time to pay up, now he's not worth his money. Dak is starting to see what I've been seeing all along. Don't reward me with your praise. Reward me with that money. Because I can't spend praise. I can spend money. So you and Jerry, y'all say one thing, but when it comes time to sign them documents, I can't get no signature on it. Because Skip Bayless was telling me he gets an A+. I'm like, Jenny, how do you get an A for this? They lost, he gets an A. My quarterback's unbelievable. Now your quarterback's been unbelievable all year. It comes time to get that money. Well, he was 8-8. He didn't make the throw. He lost to Carson Wentz. He lost to Teddy Bridgewater. Yada, yada, yada. All the things that I tried to tell you during the season, which you had a problem with. Now, I agree with you. The Hall of Famer said Dak didn't get it done. I'm not going to let you off the hook like that, Skip. Pay that man $40 million, Jerry. Pay him.
I'm not going to let you off the hook because I told you eye to eye across the debate desk in the Fox studio on the Monday after the New Orleans loss. What was it, 12-10? I told you Dak missed an early throw across the back line of the end zone to an open Randall Cobb. I docked him for that. I definitely didn't give him an A for that game. He came on hot at the end of the game, but it was too little, too late, and they scored only 10 points. And I definitely did not give him an A for the game at Philadelphia, a game that was sink or swim to win the division. You could win or lose and go home. And what did he do late in the game? He had Tavon Austin break wide open for a touchdown, and he just missed him. And I told you the next day, he missed him. That could have been the throw of the game. They would have had to convert a 2-point conversion to tie it at 17, but they lost the game in large part because he missed that throw. So they're the two throws where that was the difference between 10 and 6. You got to make those throws. Again, he's a top 10 quarterback to me, but he's not top 5, not yet. He could be at some point, but right now he is not earned or projects to Patrick Mahomes money. And if they're asking for $40+ million a year, you can't do it because I'm with you. Jerry doesn't think he's that good. And all I know, Shannon, is I do know Jerry Jones. And when Jerry says, when have you known me not to get one of these done? That's true. That's what he said before he got Zeke done ahead of last year's opener, right? And right now, he's not getting this done because he's up against a quarterback and an agent who are asking for out-of-bounds money. It's so much money that you're overpaying. And remember, look what happened to the Rams. They overpaid Jared Goff, and they overpaid Todd Gurley. I think they overpaid Aaron Donald. I don't think they'll ever get that much bang for their buck with Aaron Donald. Well, the Cowboys are teetering on overpaid across the board. Zeke, DeMarcus Lawrence, Jalen